Alright, y'all. This here's Ford Man coming back to you again. Well, you're probably wondering what this majestic 4-cylinder hanging in the air is. Well, I'll tell you. This comes off of that tractor right there. It's a 1960 Ford 601 Workmaster. Well, what I'm doing right now, and it's like 10:46 at night, got nothing else better to do, so I figured what the heck. Had to take out a couple of broken bolts out of pressure plate bolt holes in the flywheel. And by the way, didn't do this tonight, but I had my other mechanic man replace the starter ring gear because the old one was kind of, well, ripe. So yeah, did that. And yeah, new pilot bearing, all that good stuff. So what I'm doing tonight, after I got the broken stupid bolts out, two of them I had to get out. Once I did that, now I have a little dilemma. Well, I bought 4 new bolts and got them inch long. Well, the factories are 3/4 inch long. Somehow magically, when I bolted this pressure plate down originally, I was able to cram a 1-incher in. Somehow. Don't ask. Anyway, so this is a beautiful grade 8 5/16 1-inch long bolt. So what to do? Because you screw this sucker in, guess what? Oh, that sticks out too far. Even with a lock washer, it's still too big a gap because the pressure plate is the same thickness as the lock washer. So yeah, not happening. There's still a gap, and don't think you can just cram another washer on there because you'll be seeing your pressure plate going flying and blowing up your bell housing. So yeah, don't do that either because that's just stupid. So everybody's closed at 10:46 at night. All hardware stores that are worth a darn are closed, and Walmart, pretty sure they don't carry any hardware, and I hate their guts anyway. So yeah, so there is 2 options here. You can either cut said bolt to make it shorter, which I chose to do on this one, and then grind a chamfer into it. Or option dos is what I decided to do for every single other bolt, and that's taper it. Isn't that pretty? With this sucker tapered, now it goes in that far. Once you throw in a lock washer and then the actual thickness of the pressure plate, this bad boy will actually give some tension on it. So yeah, now it'll work. I don't have to wait till tomorrow to go to a hardware store and get 3/4 inch long bolts now. And yeah, I can slap it back together and bolt this thing on the tractor tonight, which was the original plan anyway. So you're probably wondering, how does one do that? Well, meat bench grinder. Yes, it's already running because I didn't feel like turning it off. Now, this is going to be fun doing this with one hand, so don't judge. But if I can hold this with like my chin or something, well, this should be interesting. Because I don't see this happening, to be frank. But anyway, I'm going to explain before I do it because I won't be able to talk when I do. What you're going to do is you're going to hold on to this thing. Don't be shy. Hold it with your fingers. You're going to turn the head with your right hand or your left hand, whatever your strongest hand is. Anyway, you're going to hold this thing and you're going to go like this, okay? And you're just going to grind away. Now I could do it with this one hand, I guess. Okay, yeah. It's just a lot harder to maintain control with one hand. Let's see. There we go. See? Grinding some threads away. Not quite long enough, need to take out one more thread. There you go. It's a little ripe, but what do you expect for a one-handed operation? Let's see if it screws in. Oh, look at that. It's a little tough, but let the threads in the flywheel fix it. Screw her in. Notice how it screws in nice and tight now? Put a lock washer on that and it'd be tight. Screw her back out. There you go. That, boys and girls, is how you taper a bolt to make it fit in the hole that's too short. Yes, I did try a tap in these holes. Actually, I used a tap to clean out all the holes to make, well, life a lot easier. But I tried to extend the holes because they go into, like, I don't know, way down in here. But the problem is that steel is so stupid hard. I was afraid to break my tap, so I decided, I'm like, you know what? That is a lot easier, quicker, safer, more awesome, and custom right there. And there we go. So they're gonna have one bolt that's cut, shorter to length, and they're gonna have 5 that are all tapered. So, just a little FYI in the future. If you ever think you need a bolt, you've got what you need but it's too long, taper it. Or just cut it and chamfer it. One of the two. So, yep. Alright, this here's Ford Man, signing off.